Hello my monsters and ghouls, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic just like me and excited because today I'm bringing you another pick a card video. If you can see, I'm a little bit festive because when I upload this, it'll be on the 29th of October, and then 2 days after it'll be the 31st, All Hallows Eve. In other words, Halloween. So today I am using the Halloween Oracle because, you know, I had to bring this bad boy out. Like, do you see the decorations behind me? I'm all in the spirit of Halloween. I just love Halloween. Do you see my mermaid? Like, how badass is this? I freaking love it. My mom bought this and she knows I love Halloween and she knows I love mermaids. So it's just like, how beautiful is this? Got the tail and all. Do you see this tail? Ooh, yes. Also, do you see this shirt that I have on? This shirt is so badass. I'm trying to like pick it up and take my hair out at the same time. Look at this. On the bottom, it says Friends. And if you don't know, I love the show Friends. And then, like I said, I love everything Halloween. So I have the Anderson sisters, you know, from Hocus Pocus. And then it has Jason, Freddy, and then my favorite, Michael Myers. I had to bring out the spirit of Halloween in this video since it will be the last video I'll be uploading for October. If this is your first time watching a video on pick a card, I'm gonna let you know how I do this. So I always use a oracle deck, whichever oracle deck that I am using or I want to use. So this one I'm using the Halloween Oracle deck. Do you see how this looks? It's freaking gorgeous. Okay, so I will shuffle them and then I will just go like this until 3 to 4 cards pop out, and it has to pop out naturally, and then I'll face them down. You will look at the cards. I will tell you card 1, group 1, whichever way I say it. You will choose 1 or 2 cards that attract to you. How many doesn't matter, whoever cards attracts you, and then I'll tell you which number of the card each one is, so then you would know what card is yours. So you could go down below and see the timestamp and then watch from there, or you can just watch the whole thing. It's all up to you. We only received 3 cards that came out naturally. This will be group 1, group 2, group 3. Now whichever card you are attracted to, please remember the group number, and then you can go down below in the description to see the timestamp. So group 1, this is your card, and it says scrying intuition. If you do not know what scrying is, it's actually using a crystal ball or something that's reflective to see visions and the future, what a fortune teller does. So that's why you have the crystal ball right here. Soften your eyes, begin the trance, whole worlds are open, begin the dance. It is a very ancient technique and one traditionally enacted on Samhain, other words Halloween. The keys to effective scrying are being as relaxed as possible, minimizing possible distractions, softening your gaze, and allowing. The enemy of effective scrying is distraction, both from inside and out. Turn off the phone, electric lights, anywhere where you can see them, any music, and if you are scrying outside, take the time to settle into the environment and listen to all the noises so that your mind will not need to break your focus later. It is also vitally important to settle the mind as much as you can. If you regularly meditate, you may wish to use those techniques, or otherwise you can simply shut your eyes and focus on slowing your breath. This is usually very effective. If you have a specific question for the scrying medium, state it up front. Then once you feel relaxed, turn your focus inwards. Imagine pulling your energy within you and then focus on the third eye point, the chakra on the center of the forehead, just above the eyebrows, and imagine opening it. Then gaze in a soft, unfocused way at your scrying surface and simply allow images to form and observe what presents itself to you. Do not engage your rational mind. This is about receiving, not thinking. Should you pull the scrying card, I suggest you try it for starters. It also indicates that you may wish to develop your intuition further and not rely solely on the logic part of your mind for all the answers. True wisdom takes a balance of logic and imagination and intuition for true wisdom. Group 1, you need to start using your own intuition. You need to become one with yourself and don't rely on other people's thoughts. Rely on your intuition, your inner self. The only way you will know what's best for you is if you listen to your inner self. And the way you start with that is by meditating. Honestly, meditating will balance you and calm you. I actually meditate, and I think meditating is amazing. It takes a lot, especially if you're a beginner and you're like, oh, I cannot stay still. It's a process. You have to learn how to calm yourself. And another way, you can do yoga, so then you can relax your body, stretch out, relax your body. So then when you meditate, your body's not so tense and it's like you feel like you have ants in your pants, honestly, because that's how I felt in the beginning. But once I started doing yoga first to relax my body and like stretch my my body out, when I meditate after, my body already feels relaxed and it just wants to just stay still after. If you want to try scrying, then go right ahead, but first learn how to meditate, because it steps to everything. So start from step 1 and start trying to meditate, doing steps on that. Once you meditate, you will become more balanced with yourself, because you will ease your mind, will ease your thoughts. And once that happens, you will be able to listen to your intuition, listen to your inner self, the one that's actually trying to help you and guide you to your right path. The reason why we feel like we're lost is because we're thinking so much in the head and listening to everything that's surrounding you, from people and just things that you watch and whatnot. You have to come within yourself, because that's where the true power is, from within you. You have that power, and the only way you're gonna leash that power out is if you actually go within and start from going deep in within yourself and balancing yourself and getting connected and entwined with everything from your mind, body, and soul. And I feel like the reason why scrying and intuition goes together is because scrying, you see images on a crystal ball or a mirror or whatever reflective object you see. It's like your intuition is reflecting and letting you know what you need to do and what feels right. I see a few things. Either you need to start following your intuition, you have to start aligning yourself because you're off balance. If you was already in line with yourself, but something is blocking you now, so it's snapping you back into place, like, oh, I was off track, I need to get back on track with myself, with my inner self, my intuition. Or you have an issue at hand, something that's going on in your life right now that's telling you to follow your intuition. So group 2, this is your card. It says vampire. It says emotional intelligence. Let's see, vampire. Let's see what the book says. Vampire, emotional intelligence. The deepest, the coldest, the craving of the blood. The hole never filled, the longing like a flood. Ooh, okay. Whilst there are almost uncountable examples of vampires in literature, movies, and games, somehow the archetype of the blood-hunting, night-stalking, and somewhat elegant creature keeps being invented to seduce yet another generation. Although the beautiful and somewhat desirable vampire form doesn't really begin to enter the public consciousness until the mid-1800s, the idea of a human feeding upon the very stuff of life is very much older. The Egyptians, Sumerians, Indians, and the Balkan people all have mythos containing vampire-like creatures. The vampire is an interesting figure because it is both horrifying and desirable. Having someone want us so much that they desire to be that closely linked with us does feel good, until we realize there is nothing much left of us to give. Most of us have heard of the concept of emotional vampirism, the idea that people feed off of our energy and our goodwill and take advantage of us through manipulation and their incessant neediness. Should the vampire card appear in your reading, it may indicate that you are being drained in this way and the time has come for stronger boundaries. We need to be very aware of what gives us energy in our lives and what takes it away. We should be aware of needing people to need us and why we invite people like this into our homes, workplaces, and lives. If indeed we have them around us. Developing the emotional intelligence within ourselves helps us defend against this kind of emotional and psychic attack and enables us to foster healthy, equal relationships of all kinds. See, they say vampirism, that someone that takes your energy. I call them energy suckers. Listen, they would do anything to suck the life out of you because they see something bright. They see that light you have. So group 2, you have a light, a beaming light, a freaking luminous light that is just so bright and in people's face that vampires, not the good kind, well, I say not the good kind because everything has good and has bad, okay? So these vampires, these suckers, are attracted to you because they see that light, they see that energy, and they want to take it from you. It's showing you that everybody that's around you that smiles in your face doesn't mean they're really your friend or someone that cares for you. Always set boundaries because you don't want people taking you for so much. You don't want people taking so much out of you. When you don't have boundaries, anybody can step all over you, even yourself. And you can even be your own energy sucker because you could be doing things that's not good for you, that's draining you. So you have to set boundaries for yourself and for others. But once you set boundaries for yourself, it will happen with other people because you're setting your standards for yourself and for them. Group 3, my last card. This is this is a great card. Anyways, this is your card. Okay, it says trick or treat, mischief and play. Trick or treat, mischief and play. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick or treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as humans and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. It doesn't matter who chose this, okay? Adult, child, it doesn't matter what your age is. What matters is that you have to be happy with yourself. You have to let loose and go out and play. You have to go out, have fun, be with the people that love you, and do things that you love. Yes, you could be at a job that you really don't love. You just doing it for the money because you have bills. But after work, remember, you need to do things for yourself. Do things that you love. Have a hobby that you love. Go out, go to events, take time for yourself. Do things that keep you balanced, because yes, growing up, it's all about responsibilities, but it doesn't mean you have to take away the happiness and joy of letting loose and having a great time. Have that balance. Life is just not about all those responsibilities. Yes, you need to have those responsibilities, but life is more about you having fun and loving yourself and being in the moment and making memories with yourself, with others. Go out, extend that hand, and even have fun with others as well. You need to learn how to balance, because all it's gonna do when you balance and you bring in that love and happiness and that playfulness, it's just gonna make your life feel more loved and meaningful. Since you picked this card, this is a sign for you to start making those memories and just get out your shell and just have fun and make those memories. Laugh, let loose, because you deserve that, and it's gonna be so great for you. This is the end of my pick a card Halloween advice reading. Whatever card or cards you were attracted to, I hope they spoke to you and helped, because that's all I want to do, is help you guys and bring some clarification and bring some enlightenment in your life and bringing you answers that you need. So guys, thank you so much for supporting me. I just highly appreciate it all. I'm just thankful for it all. Thank you so much. And yeah, happy Halloween, guys. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween, but a safe one as well. So if you aren't going out and you're staying home and you're just like, what am I gonna do? I have nothing to do. Get what you like to eat and then watch some scary movies. Or if you are going out, then just be safe, but have a bomb ass time. Seriously, because you only live once, but be safe with it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Thank you guys. Bye. See you next time.